Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Board Games Unlocked, and I am continuing my Earthborne Rangers solo series. This is day 1, so really kicking off the leg of our expedition after having the prologue. If you didn't watch the prologue and for some reason you jumped to day 1, well, that would make sense because it is day 1. I have chosen to be the Guardian Conciliator with aspects of Shepherd and let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Shepherd and Conciliator. So kind of really wanted to go the more nurturing, high spirit route. I do have 2 fitness. That's mainly because I wanted to. The game told me that if I'm playing solo, I should have at least 2 fitness. I did change that a little bit because I was high awareness originally, but high spirit, just want to communicate, make sure everyone gets along. I wanted pets in my deck, so we shall see how that works out for me. But before we even get started, a couple caveats. If you didn't watch the prologue, I explained this. Card games like this are always very difficult for me to do run-throughs for, just because they're cards, and they require sometimes a lot of text or close-ups. I try to hold up the cards so you can at least see what they look like, but hopefully at some point during this series I will have new cameras installed so I can actually have preset buttons, so I won't have to worry about certain things. I can actually zoom in on stuff, but we're not there yet, and hopefully I'm entertaining enough to overcome these difficult obstacles. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started, which we have to jump into the Lore of the Valley book, to number 1 for missions, because that's where it says to start. And unfortunately, we don't have audio narration, so you have to deal with me. Cresting the gentle, grassy hill, you see the unmistakable silhouette of Lone Tree Station rise out of the highland plains before you. Lone Tree Station is aptly named. The single massive giga redwood towers above the hills and swaying grass that surround it. You can just make out eaves and balconies among the gnarled bark, doors tucked into the winding roots, and hanging gardens suspended from the branches. As you draw closer, a woman in a freshly pressed cloak steps out from the main entrance and waves. Calypsa, your mentor for the past 9 months, strides toward you, with a man who looks just about your age at her heels. "Hello!" she calls out. "You made it! Just look at you!" She clasps your hands, her smile warm and her grip firm. "I'm glad to finally have you here," she says. Then she turns. "This is Cal Ivor. I trained Cal last year, right before I started training you." Cal Ivor gives you a nod in greeting. "My pleasure," he says. I'm going to make Cal this most pompous asshole ever. So, put Lone Tree Station location into play in the surroundings, so that is up there. I will try to show as much art as possible, because I have the world of Earthborne Rangers, which also I mentioned in the prologue. I have been reading this. Lore books are rough, man, because you really have to, put some effort into taking the information in. But, it eventually picks up. And I think it could be a value to this. I'm trying to find Lone Tree Station because they do show it in here. Yeah, there it is. Right there. So that's the picture that is on that card. So basically Lone Tree Station is the central hub of the Rangers. So that's there. That's where we are currently at. Calypsa heads back to the station with you and Cal in tow. She speaks back over her shoulder. "Please, make yourselves at home. Explore the hanging gardens. Find spirit speaker Niall and Cordo, and strike up a conversation. Get to know the place. After you've spent some time here at the station," I am mixing up 9 different accents here. "You should head over to Weizsky." I wanted to make her German, but I'm mixing German and then it goes to Asian and then who knows what else. "In fact, High Pimpot has some juniper biscuits baking right now. His food is legendary found these pots. Once those biscuits are ready, and you've had a chance to poke around, take a parcel over to White Sky and offer them to the people you meet. It's been at least a year since our neighbors have enjoyed the company of rangers bearing treats. She turns to look at Cal. What do you think, Cal? Good way to get started? Cal grins at you in a way that you can't quite describe as a sneer. That shit-eating grin. Handing out baked goods? I think that's perfectly suited to their abilities. I've been a ranger for a year, but I can already tell I'm better than you, he says. So I get to choose. I can tell Cal what he can do with his condescending attitude. Or I can punch him in the throat. No. You know what? I'm all about peace and happiness. I'm not even going to give Cal, like, the satisfaction. Like, if he wants to, you know, be a piece of shit, then I'm going to let him just stand there and look like an ass in front of his mentor. I'm going to ignore him. Calypso shakes her head and laughs. Oh, Cal, you're not long past delivering biscuits yourself. It's tradition, after all. I get to write Impressed Calypso on the campaign tracker. But because they, for some reason, I know exactly why they did it, but they didn't provide extra campaign trackers, which are here, so I'm going to have to print one off. So hopefully I just remember to do that. Alright, so I gained the biscuit delivery mission, which goes to the mission section, and that card's in play. I checked the campaign tracker for the weather for current day, which is day 1, which is a perfect day. Which all that would be right up at the top right there. So day 1, 2, and 3 will be a perfect day, and you can actually see how the weather is gonna go. Looks like there's 30 days in, I'm guessing, in the campaign. So that's a thing. And I know there's ways to make the game difficult, I think, through weather. Like, instead of starting on a perfect day, you can have it be a downpour. But I'm not doing that. Calypso turns to you. Cal and I are heading out into the valley. There'll be a shadow patrol. That is, we'll never be too far away from you for the next few weeks. You shouldn't need our help, of course, Cal says. I can tell by looking at you that you're more than capable. Farewell for now, Calypso says, and turns and starts down the eastern path away from Lone Tree. Spirits guide you. Follow your instinct. She and Cal walk steadily out of sight. So I know Cal and I had a rocky start from the beginning, but I think that's going to spawn a beautiful and sexually frustrated relationship. So I get to explore Lone Tree Station to find High Pimpot, retrieve the Juniper Biscuits, and learn what to do next. So I create the path deck. The path deck is based off the woods, because on the map, Lone Tree Station, I guess, is in the woods. So it's the woods and the Lone Tree Station cards, so there should be 17 cards there. Place it above the surroundings. Then complete all initial setup, which I've already done. That concludes setup. You're ready to play. Now go explore Lone Tree Station and find High Pimpot. High Pimpot! Yeah, there should be 17 cards in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. But there's a card in the discard because the Lone Tree is search the path card for the next predator and discard it, and the very top card happened to actually be a predator. And then I will draw a path card to start things off. But the biscuit delivery. Continuing a time-honored ranger tradition, Calypso has tasked you with delivering biscuits to the people of White Sky as your first mission. Find High Pimpot and Lone Tree Station. He'll give you the biscuits and send you on your way. During this mission, use 91 instead of the normal entries for High Pimpot, Cordo, Nal, and Quissy Voss. Travel away from Lone Tree Station while High Pimpot is in play. Okay. So, let's see. So, if I travel away from Lone Tree Station while High Pimpot is in play, then I will read a certain card. So, first things first is, I would laugh if the very first thing was, it was High Pimpot. So yeah, now we can go ahead and get started. So the first thing we have is an overgrown thicket. I don't believe we are trying to Are we trying to travel the white sky? During this mission, find High Pimpot at Lone Tree Station. He'll give you the biscuits and say join your way. Okay. Yeah, so I need to basically do that. Which... Yep. So we have the overgrown thicket. Then that's an obstacle, which basically means I can't travel unless I do this. So awareness plus that symbol of hunting for a way through the dense foliage to add successes to this feature equal to my effort. Yeah, okay. So that, to basically get through this, I would need to get 2. Or I can do Lone Tree Station, that I can search beneath the comforting shade of my Giga Redwood home to scout path cards equal to my effort, and then I draw a path card. So yeah, that is that. I'm guessing scout. It's a keyword that probably means I just get to look at a certain number and then draw one. Scout. Right there, when you are instructed to scout the deck, you look at the number of cards specified from the top of the deck, then place any number of those cards on the top or bottom. Okay. So while in Lone Tree Station, let's go ahead and take a good old gander. That is a lot of heart stuff that I do not have. I do have spirit. Awareness plus the heart. To search. Well, I am a little bit aware, but funny enough, not at all with anything in my hand. So, with all that taken into consideration, I am actually going to mulligan. I'm going to keep 2 cards, and then redraw 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, because you can mulligan one hand, and then the rest gets shuffled back in. So that is what I'm going to do, because everything I had was not helpful. Now, it might not also be helpful at all. And I could get fatigued, because if I don't deal with that overgrown thicket. Okay. Alright, there we go. There we go. That's a little bit better. So the first thing I'm going to do, is I'm going to spend 1 focus to put out my... can you guys see? You can. My intention translator that has 3 charges on it. 1, a 2, a 3. Whenever I perform a connect test, I get to commit 1 effort to exhaust that. And then we are going to discard 1 from this being to add 1 token to an aid card and 2 to another being. Oh, okay. That's pretty nice. But I think I kind of want to get rid of that overgrown thicket. Discard 1 from this feature. It fatigues you. So, obstacles. Obstacles are a little weird because they don't... Yeah, so awareness plus hunt. For a way through the dense foliage to add to this feature equal to my effort. Yeah, I think what I want to do... I mean, it's 1 fatigue, so that's not that big of a deal. So I think I am just going to go and do the awareness. So it's going to be 1 awareness to at least commit 1 success to that. Then I will use my other intention translator to add a second one. And I really want to search, so I'll actually add another. So I have 3 total. I've taken 1 fatigue to be able to, because I'm going past the overgrown thicket, to still search. So I'm basically looking for High Pimpot through this foliage. But I have a total success of 3. Then we will draw this. Awareness plus 1, hell yeah. So that's a 4. Which means I'm searching beneath the comforting shade of my Giga Redwood home to scout path cards equal to my effort. Then I draw 1, so I'm going to get to draw the top 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then draw 1. Okay. Well, I did find Spirit Seeker Nal and Cordo Ranger Veteran. Cordo seems like a bro, so I'm going to draw him, and then he comes down into my within reach area. And the Sitka Bucks, we can put those on the bottom, and then we'll put Nal at the top. Okay, so whenever they come in, I would read 44, but this specifically said during this mission use 91 instead of the normal entries for all of them. So we'll find 91. Just 91 overall. Okay, enters play. Cordo, Ranger Veteran, 91 per 1. Glad you made it through training. The grizzled man sticks out his hand and shakes yours firmly. Name's Cordo, in case you forgot. I understand you have a lot of new faces to take in. Clear Cordo with progress to speak to him further. Okay. Yeah, bro. What is up? Okay, so fitness, hunt with Cordo to add 1. Okay. Oh, and then I believe this goes off, which means if there are 2 or more active predators, exhaust one of them, add damage or distress to this being equal to that predator's presence. There are none, so that doesn't matter. And this has a reshuffle, so just gonna get reshuffled. Okay, so fitness, that's pretty good. Hey, he wants to go hunting. Hunt with Cordo to add distress to a being for every 2 effort, then add an equal amount of whatever that is called, progress, to him. Oh, I guess the red is called harm. But semantics at this point. Okay. Boop. Put that right there. And I actually do have a couple of those. Yeah, so we will add a fitness to that with Cordo to add 1 for every 2 effort, then add an equal amount of progress. Okay, so let's go ahead and go hunting with him, which is fitness plus the 2 symbols. So I will do persuasive and my whistle, so I'm adding 2 of those symbols to that to make it a 3. You know what? Let's go ahead and do 4 again. So let's really go hunting with this dude. -1, so that will be 3. So I did succeed because it was a 2. So I did hunt with him to add distress for every 2 efforts. So there's just 1, and then I will add an equal amount of progress to him. So I need to clear him with progress to be able to talk to him further. And that will actually be, I think I'll rest. Yeah, so, because I have 2 cards left. I mean, I could play, I could, why not? I have 2, and it's a cute little animal. I'm going to bring in Pocodo. Cost me 2 spirit. So he's persistent, meaning that whenever I rest or travel and stuff, he sticks around. He's unique, so I can only have 1 of those. And I can exhaust to discard 1 progress from this being to add 1 token to an aid card, and then add 2 progress to another being. So I need to find ways to put progress on Pocodo the Ferret. But, so that's it. Then I'm going to go ahead and rest, which, well, or refresh. So I regain all energy. Boop, 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 boop. And then I get to draw 1 card. All right. Then we are going to go ahead and that's actually pretty helpful right there. Then we are going to go ahead and draw a ranger card. Okay, so now I have rested, refreshed, because I can't travel. There's nowhere for me to travel to. I'm still looking for High to get the biscuits. I think I can smell them. But then we will draw boop, another card. And hey, as we were hunting, came back, we came across Nal, which again will be 91. Yeah, 91, way at the back of the book. And that is going to be Spirit Speaker now, 91.2. You come across a woman sitting on a meditation pillow, her eyes closed. She doesn't open them, but gestures for you to come closer. We're happy to have you, she says. I'm Nell, the Spirit Speaker here at Lone Tree Station. Sit with me for a minute, then we can talk. I have to clear now with progress to speak with her further, which is focus, plus any hearts to share in her understanding of the universe, to add 1 progress to this being for every 2 effort, and scout 1 challenge card. Yeah. So let's go ahead and still... I'm going to focus on Cordo. I've put a lot of effort into that. With Cordo, add 1 distress to a being for every 2 effort. Yeah, then add an equal amount of progress. So I need 2 more progress for that. So it's still hunting. I did get a card that actually has that symbol. So I think we're going to go ahead and do a test with Cordo again. Go hunting. Let's go ahead and get 2. Use my Tranquil Snare for 3. And hopefully... Damn it! Fucker! Just let me... Just... Ugh. Alright, well, it's still a progress. And... Yeah, we'll just say that he keeps getting... Yeah, because it's add a distress or a hurt, harm to a being for every 2 effort. Then add an equal amount to Cordo. Yeah, and that's red. There are no active predators, so that's still there. I could do some awareness and try and just do away with this overgrown thicket. Yeah, because obstacles are weird, because that doesn't does that go away? Obstacles. 26. You cannot interact with a card if a ready card with the obstacle keywords between you and that card. For example, you cannot travel if there are any ready cards. Oh, okay, so I didn't even know it actually prevented me completely. An obstacle within reach prevents you from interacting with cards along the way, or in surroundings, an obstacle along the way prevents you from interacting with cards in the surroundings. Gotcha. Well. Okay, well then I'll just go ahead and do 2 awareness plus my boundary sensor to get 3 for awareness. 4 for awareness. So that will put 4 progress on it. So we'll just say that that's the first action that I did because I had boundary sensor in my hand at the beginning. So then I did then I got Cordo, or went to Lone Tree Station, then I got Cordo, and here we are. Got it. And that is actually the sun for that one. So that is if Kessie Vess is not in the path. If Kessie Voss is not in the path discard, she is drawn by baked goods. Search the valley set for Quissy and put her into play. Okay. Who's Quissy? Oh, the valley set. Whoops. Well, we'll just shuffle these. The valley's down over here. Got it. Got it. Okay. So, boom. The valley. That. Oh, it's a little girl. How cute. She comes into play, which means that I will be reading 91 because she's now here. Yep, 91.4. You feel a tug on your backpack and turn to see a young girl suddenly walking beside you. "Hi," she says. "Do you smell something? Is Hi Pimpa baking his famous juniper biscuits? Can I have one? Which way to the kitchen?" So I have to clear her with progress to help her find the kitchen. All right. So all of these need 3. Jeez, just let me... Cordo, hunting with you sucks. You suck. Because I'm not doing a connect test. Oh my god, I totally can, though. What am I doing? Spirit plus connect with the life around you to add progress to a being equal to your effort. Alright, well, that's just a spirit, so there's 1. I'll use my intention translator, because I'm performing a connect test to commit 1 effort. So that will be 2. And then spirit is -1. But that will be still 1. And hey, I'm going to put that onto Cordo. Because he is a being. So that will allow me to clear him with progress. Yay! So that will just go over there. And hey, Cordo, my man, my dude, give me some insight. So he was cleared 91.5. Well, I've been in the Rangers for a few decades. Survived more Atrox attacks than I can count. Cordo rubs his chin. Once, I was one of the best hunters in the valley. I suppose I still am, but these days I spend most of my time keeping things running smoothly around here, though I do get out for a hunt every now and then. His voice takes on a tone of mock severity. I'd take you on a hunt right now, in fact, but you have some biscuits to deliver. You're not going to let the people of White Sky starve, are you? Each ranger soothes 2 fatigue, then discard Cordo. Hey, alright. That means this comes into my hand. Neat. Okay. So, that is that, which means here, if the test added progress, okay, so from the perfect day, it would have added an additional 1. From that, then we have this one, discard 1 fatigue. From this feature, it fatigues you. Okay. So there's a fatigue there. Because then, I'm guessing that that's done now. Because it has, like... Unless it's actually exhausted once it hits that. Because it doesn't really explain obstacles, like, exactly what happens. It just explains what they do. And I can't interact with, like, the Lone Tree Station. So, let me look up progress. Because normally they just get cleared. It'll be 18. Clearing a card, which with progress simply means that you've... Yeah, so, but I don't think... I guess unless obstacles do clear just like normal, which maybe they do. Let me know in the comments if, yeah, maybe this obstacle I did overcome the thicket, so I wouldn't have gotten fatigued. Maybe if I only had gotten 1 success on it, it would have been removed and I would have gotten fatigued from it. We'll go with that. We'll go with that. Okay, so... I could focus as well. I could just remember my training. Because what do I need to do? She's fatiguing. So focus plus connect, or plus heart, so I can ask her about her adventures in the valley to add progress to that being equal to my effort. Then exhaust this being. Okay. Oh, that's cute. During the sun, if there's a plant, insect, or gear, she removes a progress or a token from it because she's picking it. That's cute. But it is focus, which I do have one, but I don't have an extra heart. I could do a spirit again, just to connect with the life around you, add progress to a being equal to my effort, just to connect with her. That's cute, yeah. So I'm going to add 2 spirit, do a connect. Check, I can't do that because I was exhausted. So it's 2 plus -1. Oh, hey, but it's -1, which kind of sucks. But with the perfect day, if this test added progress, it adds an additional progress. And that's the only mountain thing here. And then I will do a focus to ask her about her adventures. I'm like, hey, Quissy, or whatever your name is, you know what's going on in the valley? I like to skin cats. Oh, well, isn't that nice? So that's just one focus to that, so hopefully it's not a minus. It is not. That is going to be 0, so I asked her about her adventures, and I add 1 progress. And then she gets exhausted. However, that is the 3 progress I needed. So as we're trying to look for the kitchen, and I'm asking her about what she likes to do. I like to play with bugs and beat up the neighborhood boys. It's like, okay, I don't have very many friends. I can see that. So then, that is going to be 91.8. In your time together, Quissy has made a game of scouring Lone Tree Station for clues as to the kitchen's whereabouts. Eventually, the scent of High Pimpot's biscuits grows stronger and Quissy cheers. Yes! 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 Delicious biscuits! Here I come! She runs off. Each ranger soothes to fatigue, then discards Quissy. I don't have any fatigue! I think she just goes back into the valley. Alright, well. I don't have any awareness left, so I will have to rest, as hanging out with children is exhausting. I have nowhere to travel to because there's no locations to travel to. And then we will go ahead and, and refresh. So that will refresh there, 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 and there. My intention translator comes back, and I will get to draw a card that might not be helpful. So yeah, so that's ready all cards, and I gain all energy and draw a ranger card, and then boom, Hanging Gardens. All right, hey, that's within reach. Did it say? Maybe I actually do read that one like normal. Yeah, so 43. That's correct. Okay, 5 meters above the ground, you step out of the doorway leading into the trunk of Lone Tree and onto the wildly swinging catwalk of boards and rope. You keep a firm grip as you make your way toward the massive boxes, each as large as a flatboat and overflowing with plants that hang from the... Come on. The tree's thick branches. As the wind shifts, you catch the heady aroma of blooming flowers and ripe vegetables. So here's what the hanging gardens looks like. Kind of like a hanging... It looks like a vineyard, actually. So I could eat the abundant fruits to add 1 danger to this feature, soothe 3 fatigue, and heal 1 injury. So that's really nice. I don't have any of that. Okay, so now I need to really search. I was hoping that... I mean, I could just try and share with her. Do a spirit connect with her and add it to my effort. For every 2 effort and scout 1 challenge card. Is that? Oh, okay. 17. Oh, yeah. Okay, it lets me scout those. I was like, challenge card? What the hell is that? Yeah, it's that deck. Alright, well, so far, so good. No predators, just been friends and people that I was told to meet. I think I'm just going to do the... yeah, look under, search around Lone Tree more and see if I can just find high. So it's gonna be 2 awareness. I don't have any additional cards to play to that, so it's just gonna be 2. Son of a bitch. It's just 1. But didn't add progress. If there's an active human, exhaust them. There is. Add progress to them and danger to this feature both equal to their presence. Oh, wow. So she was like roaming with us and we actually see her start eating at the Hanging Gardens. That's probably where she gets all the meditation from. This is really just like high potency fruit. So, yeah, add progress to them. And so that's 2 there. Dang, Spirit Speaker. Like, just gonna hog all the fruit for yourself? What if I wanted some? Unfortunately, it is only just 1, so I will get to scout and then draw. Hey, I will draw that one. Like, I'm just watching her gorge on these. And it's like, hi, thank God, come help me. All right, so here he is. 91.3. You come across a massive pile of diced and sliced vegetables, roots, and tubers. Occasionally, more slices fly through the air to land on top of the pile. Back already? A voice says from beyond the vegetable pile. I told you, there's no silverfin curry to be had until the fish is marinated for at least 3 hours. A head pokes out from behind the pile. Oh, it's you. I thought you were Elder Thrush. She gets so impatient on silverfin curry day. Calypso sent you for the biscuits, eh? They're just out of the oven. Let me know when you're ready to leave, and we'll get you and those biscuits to the good people of White Sky right away. Travel away from Lone Tree Station while High Pimpot is in play to complete the mission. Okay. So, yeah, cool. What does he do? He lets me awareness and harvest local plants for the stew to add a flora face down to high. If there are 3 flora attached to high, he prepares a famous stew. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, the Hanging Gardens, that's flora. To attach a flora face down to high. Yeah, I'm guessing that would be from what's in play. Anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and do some traversing. Which, hopefully, it will be a blue. So we'll do 2 fitness. To travel to a nearby location or to add progress to a location or feature equal to my efforts. So we got 2 fitness. Come on, baby. I didn't want the -1. So it's 1 fitness. Or it's 1 effort, but it is blue, so the perfect day. Oh, speaking of which, on refresh, those clouds go away, so... So it's going to be 2 progress getting added to Lone Tree. Oh, okay. Well, interesting. So yeah, so then we go to blue. If there's an active human, exhaust them. So high is like, well, hold on. I see now. She's gorging herself. I got it. So now 2 progress goes on him. I swear to God, if he goes away now, I'm going to be so annoyed. And that will actually put 4 distress on here, meaning that the Hanging Gardens will get discarded. No more fruit. These guys just went rampant. And then High Pimpot, 91.7. Okay. High Pimpot crosses his arms and gives you a severe look. You better grab those biscuits and hit the trail before they cool too much. They're still good cold, mind you, but they're just so much better when they're warm. You raise your hands and tell him you're just about to leave. Hey, you're the one that went to the fruit. Good, he says. Just let me know when you're ready. I'll be right here, waiting. Remove all progress from High Pimpot. He does not clear. Good. Good. I thought he was just going to be like, anyway, I'm leaving. All right, so unfortunately, I don't have any other way to traverse. No more fitness or anything, so I'm going to have to rest. Because I cannot travel, I need 1 more progress on that Lone Tree Station to do so. So on refresh, everyone will unexhaust. The clouds are now gone, and this says if there are no clouds remaining, flip this card. It goes to midday sun. On refresh, add a cloud to this card if there are 3 or more, flip. Okay. Oh, it's getting hot. Hot. But, okay, focus. I can locate shade to wait out the blaring sun to add a cloud and soothe the fatigue. Okay, that's nice. That's pretty cool. So, yeah. I mean, it makes sense thematically. I've been roaming around Lone Tree trying to find High and his biscuits. But those are there. That's there. And I get to draw a card. Okay. So still not super duper amazing. However, I'm really hoping it's not... Yeah, I need to travel away from Lone Tree Station while he is in play. And that will give me 101. So, let's just go ahead and start traveling. I'm going to go ahead and just... Yeah, I don't need fitness for anything else, so I'm going to spend 2. Okay. Well, not super cool. It is going to be 2. So that will allow me to travel. Then we have the sun. So because of the midday sun, I will suffer fatigue because now it's hot as hell. And I'm wearing like a cloak, like this wool cloak. I guess it is. I mean, it's like, it's post-apocalyptic, so it could just be super, super cold all the time. But that's the only one because she is in the path discard, so, I mean, because she ran and found the biscuits. Then, let's go ahead. I have 2 things worth of gear, so I will put out my Paratrepsis whistle. That has 3 calls on it. Let's put a 3. Whenever a ranger would suffer an injury from a predator or harm would be added to a being by a predator, I can cancel that effect. So that could be handy. I'm still trying to figure out Pokado. Discard 1 progress from this being to add 1 token to an aid card. Okay. Because I can connect with it. And then if I discard progress from this to add a token to an aid card... Nice. Okay. Cool. To add 1 token to an aid card. So I'm guessing that means I can put a charge back on my translator and my whistle. And put 2 fatigue on or 2 progress to another being. That's pretty neat. Okay. Yeah, well, let's connect. Let's do my spirit. Yeah, because I'm going to travel at the end of this. So before I go, let's go ahead and show everyone Pokado, the ferret that I keep up my sleeve. So that's going to be 3 spirit. And then -1, so I'm glad I did that. So that's going to be 2 progress on Pokado. That's really cool. And then it's like, okay, now we're getting ready to head out, but, you know, here's my ferret. So I will exhaust Pokado. Discard a progress from this being to add 1 token to an aid card. So I'm guessing that means I can add this token to my translator. And then 2 progress to another being. So that would make this 4. Because she's another being. Which means that she's going to now clear from that. So if we go to 91... 0.6. Nell opens her eyes and slowly turns to you, her movements precise and fluid. She smiles at you like an old friend. That was lovely, she says. I just had the most amazing experience. I was speaking with the spirit of Mount Nim. It was so powerful and ancient. It's a great spirit to call upon if you ever find yourself in need of some perseverance. But right now, we should check on the spirits of those biscuits, she says with a playful smirk. You'd better find High Pimpon and pick them up while they're still warm. Oh, crap. 91.6. I soothe 2 fatigue and then discard her. So, well, that's pretty cool. Just to have High waiting for me to come back and get the biscuits, but like I went to go meditate with her and had the ferret come out and lay on her lap is what I'm thematically imagining. We had a very nice, pleasant meditation session before I head off onto my very first expedition. And I do not see any reason to... Well, I can't play any of these cards in my hand anyway. So, let's go ahead and travel. So, it does have progress equal to its threshold. So I can travel, which means I get to clear the play area, but I'm traveling away from it. So I will read 1.01. Hi, Pimpot places the last juniper biscuit into the basket and hands it to you. There's no better way to begin a friendship than with a freshly baked biscuit, he says. The people of White Sky just love meeting new rangers. They always come bearing treats. Hi Pimpot winks and takes a biscuit for himself. Okay, there was like 2 in there, Hi. Like, okay. You shoulder the basket and walk down the trail towards White Sky. As you do, the enticing aroma of the biscuit wafts up from the basket. You remember that you haven't eaten anything since breakfast. Your stomach growls. Surely, they won't miss 1 or 2. So I flip the biscuit delivery mission to the biscuit side. Haha, ooh. Well, those do look yummy, yummy. And I guess I choose a ranger to equip it. Okay, so this will be 3 charges. Can you guys still see? Kinda, sorta. It's like right at the edge. So spirit, I can give a biscuit to move 1 biscuit to a human that does not have a biscuit on them and add 4 progress to them. And then I can sneak a biscuit to soothe 3 fatigue and move 1 biscuit to my roll. And then once there are 0 biscuits, I read 102. So I guess, am I still traveling? I guess so. So I clear the play area, choose a new location, and assemble the path deck for the new location. So let's go into White Sky. So yeah, I guess I will clear that and then clear Lone Tree Station. Boop. Yeah, that was locations. Because we are because we're heading to White Sky. And I cannot go, I guess I could go from Lakeshore. Yeah, I don't know if I'm supposed to be eating these or what, but the only location that I can go to, is, or at least that's what I'm trying to do, is go to White Sky. So I'll grab all of these. And White Sky will go right there. Let's make sure. So there's forest, these, still forests, or woods. Okay, so those are all woods. Then these were... Where are we at? Oh, I think these are all supposed to be... No, these are all location cards. I'm just trying to find... Oh, Valley. Yeah, the Valley cards. So then we find White Sky, which is going to be... Looks like these 4. As well as, if we're traveling from Lone Tree all the way down, it looks like we're going through the Lakeshore. Should be the path cards. If this is even what I'm supposed to be doing, I'm guessing it is. Yeah, Lakeshore cards. Alright. So then these just get shuffled, and that makes the new path deck. Choose a new location, assemble the path deck for the new location, then refresh, where we will ready all cards. and regain all energy. All right, and then we do the reading stuff for those. For White Sky and the arrival setup. Boom. Okay, I'm getting the hang of it. What's so weird is like this game is like actually pretty simple, like when you think about it, but it's like for some reason just the steps feel weird just being by myself. All right, so there's that, draw a card, and then Pokado is back, and now I have these biscuits. So now I can give those to move a biscuit to a human that does not have a biscuit on them and add 4 to them. And then, or I can sneak a biscuit to soothe 3 fatigue and move 1 biscuit to my roll. So my plan is to give them out. But, oh, I can actually show you guys White Sky. White Sky is like the fishing village that's like in the middle of a lake. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Where is it? There we go. So there's what White Sky looks like. I think it's pretty neat. Yeah, I think they mentioned that they have like dams and stuff that like prevent like not earthquakes but like water from coming in and damaging. It's like dampeners on those. And then it mentions like the bubble down here, which is actually a card. Yeah, it's like a bubble that was made on the lake bed. And yeah, so there's that. And this card is number 3. Okay, number 3. It's like, am I missing something? All right. From your vantage point, you can see much of the southern shore of White Sky Lake, from the froth of rapids at the head of the Silverfin River to the mix of rocky promontories and pebble-strewn beaches that slowly curve around towards the opposite shore. There you see the village of White Sky and the tiny forms of villagers going about their business on the platforms and docks. All right. There were actually some stuff to check before that, but none of that was true. And then it just says, yeah, draw a path card. Boop. And this is a feature, fresh blue kelpweed. Comes within reach. So, none of these had redraws? Oh, impressive. Impressive. And I do add a cloud to the midday sun. Once there are 3, that will flip to another perfect day. But with the fresh blue kelpweed, that looks really good. I am very much digging the art. I can wrap 2 the pungent leaves around a wound to add 1 harm to this feature and either heal 1 injury from a ranger or discard 2 harm from a being. Oh, sorry. It's healing. It's healable. And let's see. White Sky, I can search the shores beside the towering parasils of White Sky to scout path cards equal to my effort, then draw 1 path card. Okay. So, I guess I'm here to now deliver biscuits. That is my mission. I don't have any heart cards in my hand. Response. Oh. Well, that could be nice. These 2 cards could very much be nice. Yeah. So I will do awareness. It's not connect. It's not a connect test. I have a lot of stuff that do follow connect tests, which will be good whenever those people show up. So let's do 2 awareness. Yeah. I could also try and sneak, but I don't have any fatigue. So 2 awareness. Neat. Minus, I'm just getting all the big middle fingers, so 1. I get to draw 1 path card, or I get to scout 1. Hey, all right. Well, you know what? I will draw you. Elder Murtok Grawl. He is 51 years old. Okay, enters play if a ranger has a biscuit basket equipped. I do. Well, well, what have we here? Elder Murdoch sets down his fishing pole and walks towards you. The ranger's famous juniper biscuits. The smell alone is enough to make me forget about our troubles. If only we could solve our problems with baked goods. Well, I gotta clear Elder Murdoch with progress to learn what's troubling him. Alright, well that I can do. I can do that very well. It's like the one thing that I'm good about. So, I can listen to the wisdom of the elders to return a moment from my hand to my collection to choose a starting moment. Oh, okay, so I can kind of... That's interesting. Take a moment from my hand and swap it. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. I don't think I need to do that just yet. So, I'm going to do Spirit. And to move a biscuit to a human that does not have a biscuit on them and add 4. Well, he really wants one, so I'm going to use 3 Spirit. Because it's not a connect. Yeah, so this is when I perform a connect test. Which, I mean, I could, but I need to give him a biscuit. So that's the test I'm doing on my biscuit basket. So that's 3. Oh, also red. There's no active predator, so still good. Okay, well, I overkilled. I got a 4. So I only needed 2 success to move 1 biscuit to a human that does not have a biscuit on them. So there's your biscuit, Elder Murdoch. So that means there's 2 more biscuits to go around. That's me and is it a being? A human. Dang it, I'm like, oh, I could feed my biscuit to my ferret, but at last I can't. And that's going to add 4 progress to them, so 3, 4. Which means that I will clear him, so that's going to be 51. Oh, if you completed or currently... Oh, wait. 51.5. Yeah, clear Elder Murdoch with progress to learn what's troubling him. Okay, which I did. And I don't have whatever... So, 50... Elder Murdoch shakes his head. It's hard to think of any problem greater than quiet. That massive bearded lynx has been stalking our shores for weeks. She's nearly ate someone just the other day. Do you think you could get her to leave us in peace? I will agree to help. Just, no. Dude, you got your biscuit. What else do you need from me? I will gain the lore quiet mission. Reminder, find quiet in the valley set and attach our face down to the mission card. You may choose this option only if you don't have another lore or confront mission. So, yeah, gain the lore... Those missions. Okay. Boop, boop. This might be just what I was wanting. The lure. Quiet. Oh. It's lore as the mission. And then quiet is in the valley set. Yeah. Find quiet and attach your face down to the mission card. You may choose this option only if you don't have another lore or confront mission. And then I discard Elder Grawl. Okay. In the valley set. That's okay. It's a cute little whatever that is. So that's what's been prowling around the shores. So that will go face down. Locate one of the local mega predators by finding prey to lure it out. When a prey is cleared, set it aside. Arrive at a new location while there is 5 or more total presence of prey set aside. If there are 2 active predators, exhaust them. Okay. Well, that's a side mission. So I'm guessing that once I get 5 or more total presence of prey, then that's how I will get her to come out. And Elder Murtaugh Grawl, which here's what he looked like. He leaves. Okay. Well, I can do connect with the life around. Man, I have so so I need to find some prey. When a prey is cleared, set aside. Arrive at a new location while there is 5 or more total presence of prey set aside. Yeah, okay. But that means I'd have to leave. But once I have 0 biscuits, yeah, I guess we'll see. We shall see. I don't have any more awareness or anything, so I guess I will have to refresh. So none of my cards need to be readied. I regain my energy and get to draw a card. I literally only have like the swirl symbol, which is which is conflict. Like that's like all the symbols I have in my hand. But good news is a new cloud is showing up, so eventually it'll come back to a perfect day. And now we start over, where I draw a path card. It is another fresh blue kelpweed. And first things first is I'm gonna try and find some prey now, or find some people. So awareness. Oh dear God, -1. Okay. Well, that's 1 on there, so I guess I will scout what this is. Hey, that's prey. That is 0 fucking presence, so that's pretty cool. Which I need 5 or more total presence. Huh. Well, that's kind of... That's annoying. That's annoying. So, do I actually want to draw that, or do I want to put it at the bottom? So, because I get to scout, equal to my effort, then draw a path card. And scout was, I believe I got to put it at the top or bottom. Where are we? Scout. Scout. Let it all out. Yeah, then place any number of these on the top or bottom of the deck. Okay. So, because it has 0 presence, I mean, I don't think I'm drawing out that creature with muskets. Yeah, so I'll put that at the bottom. And then I'll draw from the top and hope it's... Okay! That's pretty neat. That's pretty neat. It's muskets again. Nothing is red. Well, the lure is red, but there's no active predators. Okay, what can I do with these? Yeah, it's... I guess come to White Sky to heal. If that's what you're needing. Yeah, I'm not having a good time. Oh, I'm having a good time playing the game. I'm just having a good time finding exactly what I need. Because none of my cards are helpful. They're all good for connect. Like, that's what I'd be super solid at right now. I guess I'll focus. Yeah, so I'll remember. So I'm gonna use a focus in my one eye open. With one eye open! So that'll be 2 to remember my training. So focus, yeah, is going to be 0, so I will get to scout the top 2 cards of my deck. And then draw 1. Okay. Let's go with Yeah, I'll grab Calming Presence, and we'll put Meticulous on the bottom. And that's red, but it is now a shuffle. And pretty much, yeah, without Spirit, I mean, oh, well, I could, no, I already did the Awareness. Whoa. Focus, I mean, I could travel, but traveling isn't going to do me any good. I know there's people. There's people at White Sky! Now, granted, I don't know how many creatures there are, so I wonder if the side mission, if that's something that just sticks around for me to go do. And then until I finally get a predator or a prey presence of 5 or more set aside and then travel, so then that's how I lure her out and get her to leave. Guess we'll find out. But until then, I have to refresh. So none of those are getting exhausted. Boom, boom. And then we have 3 clouds on this on the perfect day. So here we are. And get to draw a card. Lot of connect. Boy, oh boy. Whenever people are around, they're gonna like me. Because I got the biscuits. Or a lot of awareness to avoid is a lot of my abilities. But yeah, so let's go ahead and draw. Alright, the bubble, that is on the way. So that's the bubble I was talking about. I can swim down to the underwater dome to return all my equipped gear to my hand and move all my... whatever that is. Oh, my ranger tokens to this feature. If I fail, I suffer 1 injury. While my thing is on this card, prevent all fatigue I would suffer from the weather. Oh. Then I guess whenever I go down there... yeah, if I do succeed, then I place that on there, and that would mean I'd read 50. Oh, I read 50 right now anyway. Because that comes in. That's the bubble. Enters play. Standing on the edge of one of the white platforms, you can see through the clear water to the lake bed a good 5 meters down. Nestled among the jagged rocks and mud is what looks like a large bubble of trapped air. You see green within and movement as well. You ask one of the locals, a young boy, if there's anyone in the bubble right now. Just one, he says, not taking his eyes off the bobber on his fishing line. Solaro Mako, the archaeologist, said he wanted to study some of the old archaeology gadgets down there. When you ask when he's coming up, he laughs. No idea. Solaro says the bubble has plenty of food in it. You can stay down there forever. Alright, neat. I could go explore that. But man, do I really want to find someone to give them their biscuits. You know what? God, no, it requires awareness. And that symbol, which is reason, which I don't have any. Okay. So let's go ahead and again do 2 awareness plus Calming Presence, which would be good if a predator comes out, but I got 3 effort into awareness plus 1. That's 4. Ooh, that's actually, well, because I'm not in progress. So I get to scout the top 4 of the deck and then draw 1. Ooh, okay. Oh, here we are. This is what I'm wanting, baby. So I'm going to draw Artel, because he's one of the villagers, but then the rest are actually predators. We got carnivorous Nides and a romping Lutrinal. Is that the size of that thing? Or is that just like forced perspective where it's like right in the lens? Like it's like right in the lens, so it looks bigger than it actually is. Well, anyway, this is the one I'm drawing. Artel. And I think Huh. Okay, so this is interesting. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna put one of the romping neutrinos on the bottom. And I'm gonna put the carnivorous naiads and the romping neutrino on top, because maybe that would be 3, and maybe, if I'm lucky, maybe there's 2 carnivorous naiads. But these are actually interesting. You cannot remove your... so to deal with this, or if any of these effects cause me, the ranger with the most fatigue must discard 1 awareness or move their ranger token to this feature. And then if I'm on a water feature, which this would be, I would suffer an injury. And I have to pull myself free. They're like these lashing... I don't know what these are, but the design's super cool. Anyway, I don't even know if I'm going to get to lure them out. But we got Artel the Angler. Yeah, this art, at least for the characters, really gives me JRPG vibes. And also, since I've been doing this whole time, none of these have presence. So that's why I'm not fatiguing myself from all that, because it's it's kelpweed and mollusks. So it's oh no. 48. Okay. Yeah. What's this then? The voice seems to come out of nowhere. Then you look up to see someone standing on a rock overlooking the water. Those smell like High Pimpot's famous juniper biscuits. You barely have time to notice that the person has a fishing rod before it flicks out and the hook catches on the handle of the basket. With a practiced flick of the wrist, the basket now sits in front of the angler, who eyes the biscuits greedily. May I? I haven't had a bite all day. Clear Artel with progress to ask about not getting any bites fishing. Oh, I will. So I could fish with him to exhaust him if there is a water card in play. I soothe 2 fatigue and add 1 token to each equipped food. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be giving him... oh, well, so... Didn't add progress. If there's a romping neutrino within reach, it escapes through the weeds. Move it along the way. Oh, interesting. Okay. If there's an active predator, there is not. So, yes. Let's go ahead and now give him... It's yeah, man, Artel, that was pretty cool. That was a pretty dope-ass move you just did. So, I will do... What do I need? I just need 2 successes. Yeah, we'll do 2 spirit. Okay. Whew! Alright, 2 spirit. That's exactly what I needed to move a biscuit to him. And add 4 progress, which I only needed 2. So, boy, man, they must really love these biscuits. And yeah, that's a clear right there. That goes to 48. If helping hand is attached, it is not. I have not found the perfect fishing spot, so 48.6. Artel harumps. Not sure what it is, but the fishing's been terrible for weeks. I think something spooked the fish in these parts. I can feel it. The angler appears contemplative for a moment. Actually, I've been hearing tales of some amazing fishing spots across the lake at the Golden Shore. Maybe all the fish moved up there. Would you be willing to accompany me? I'd sure appreciate an escort, well, with the fish spooker hanging around somewhere. Yeah. I'm gonna agree to help Artel to Golden Shore. What the hell is that? Oh, okay, it's north of the... I don't even know if you're gonna be able to see it. I'll move it. Just because that's probably where I'll have the, not the overhead, but the other camera. So here's where we're at right now. He wants to go up to Golden Shore. So, with all that in mind, hell yeah, I'm going to attach the Helping Hand mission to Artel. Okay. So, that just goes there. You agreed to help this person complete an important task. Do not add this mission to the campaign tracker. If you do not help this person before the end of the day, the opportunity is lost for now. Because I'm going to go ahead and tell you, I don't think I'm doing this. I don't think. Yeah, because it just says discard art. Oh, wait. 4846. Yeah, agree to bring Artel to Golden Shore, remove all progress from Artel, and attach the Helping Hand mission to him. So, alright, so basically what it seems like is there's a lot of so it wants me to get the predators out, clear them, set them aside, and then travel to Golden Shore, which I'd have to go through the mountains to do so, because there's White Sky, and then to get to Mount Nim, I'd have to do the mountains and then Mount Nim. And then from Mount Nim, I'd have to travel to Golden Shore. That sounds like something to do tomorrow. I'm just here to bring biscuits. But it is cool, like, so the Helping Hand mission doesn't, but I guess if I find him again, I can be like, hey, let's go. The lore one looks like it might actually stick around, that you write on the back. Maybe on the back of these. Yeah, maybe like here, like the missions you picked up and the progress towards it. I think. But one more biscuit to give away that I certainly might eat. But I don't have any of those symbols, and I don't have any more awareness. So let's go ahead and... Like, look at these. Look, this is my hand. That's my hand. I have all those symbols. Well, I can actually focus and fish with him. If there was a water card in place, suit 2 fatigue, and add 1 token to each equipped food. Oh, I don't want to do that, because I think if I add a token, that gives me a biscuit back, because that's an equipped food. I can focus and wrap, but I don't need to heal. I don't need to pry. Yeah, all this stuff is definitely for healing. I could try to swim, but I'll suffer an injury if I do so. But it's only if you get 3. If you get 3, then you get hurt. Sure, why not? Here's 2 fitness. And I'm totally going to get a +1 right here, baby. I freaking did! That's awesome. So that's 3. So I'm just like... so that's 3 down to the underwater dome to return all my equipment to my hand and move my progress to this. Oh, nope. I need to do the biscuits. Sorry, never mind. I am not doing that. I'm not doing that, so I'm basically just gonna rest. And can't travel. Ready all cards. They're all readied. Then I will get to draw a card. Hey, all right. I got my Sparrowhawk. Add a danger to a being in the same area as his companion. Survey. Okay, survey the way ahead to scout path cards equal to your effort, then draw 1 path card. Thank God. So, yeah, so that's going to come here, there, and then then I'll draw a card. We know exactly it's a carnivorous naiads, which actually go on the way. You can now remove your... God, that scared me. Jesus Christ. You You cannot remove my ranger token except with the following test, which is pulling myself free from the constricting lakeweed to add danger to this feature equal to my... Okay. So. Yes. That's 9. That is 9 to deal with that. But I think I have so much... Okay. I have a lot. I have a lot of response cards. Cool. Yeah, I think I can actually deal with that. So, it's only going to fatigue me once with Artel. For whatever reason. He's probably like, come on, man, the fishing. Let's do it. Come on, the fishing. On refresh, I will discard a cloud. Boop. Okay, 9. Wow. Okay, so I am going to connect. Yeah. Okay, this might be really cool. I'm gonna connect with the carnivorous naiads in some way. That's what I've been waiting for. Man, can I actually get 9 on there in one attempt? So that's going to be 3 to connect with it. I will use my intention translator. So that's going to commit another effort. So that's 4. That's 4 already. Unfortunately, all the cards in my hand don't actually have any hearts. So that's 4. Okay. So boom. That's going to be 4 progress on there. And it's sun. I will discard an awareness to not get placed on there. If there is an exhausted predator, ready it. There is not an exhausted predator. And then this gets shuffled. Okay. So then I did succeed on that, so that actually will be a couple. I will be playing a few cards in a sec. Yeah, when a prey is cleared, set it aside. Okay. This could be pretty fun, because I finally have shit to do. So I'm going to play Follow in Footsteps. After you succeed at a test, add progress to a feature equal to my effort. Which was 4? Yeah, this is an addition to the test standard effect. You believe that greater understanding and insight can always be reached if you spend time following in the footsteps of those who came before. Okay. It's like, oh yeah, no. This carnivorous naiads? Yeah, they just, I don't know. I got nothing on that. But that was 4. So I will add another 4. Which is 8, which is unfortunate. But I can do my Pokado the Ferret and discard a progress from that being to add... Is that a being? That is not a being. Damn it. Oh, okay. Man, is that worth it? Because... Okay, romping Lutrinal, not a carnivorous naiad. Okay, so that there is one coming up. And it's also not a being. That's interesting. So my guardian ability doesn't do anything. So I could do awareness to avoid, but I need awareness to actually deal with this. So that would be a bunch of fatigue. But then I could, when I eat the biscuit, I could move, I could heal that fatigue. So, yeah. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to exhaust my roll to ignore Artel's presence, because he is a being. And then... Yeah. And then I'm going to take the 2 fatigue from the carnivorous naiad to go do the white sky and search. So that's going to be 2. 1, that's fine. So that is going to be 1. That didn't add progress. There's no romping latrines. Oh, okay. If there's an active predator, exhaust it. To add danger to this being equal to the predator. Oh, okay. So that's actually just going to kill the muskets because it's going to eat the muskets. But I will get to scout 1, and that will be a... Ooh, what does ambush do again? Do I immediately get bombed? Ambush is 26. When a card with ambush keyword enters play within reach or moves, it fatigues that ranger. Okay. So, that would be the romping lutrinal. That only has 5. Okay. Yeah, so that's that. So now I've finally got some prey, and that is a being, which means I don't have a way to connect to it right now. But I haven't suffered any injuries. I was able to avoid that. How did I avoid that? Oh, I didn't avoid that. It was something that caused it to be exhausted. Oh, it was the mollusk. Yeah, it's eating the mollusks. And I don't have any awareness right now to play these. Oh, I did have to spend a fitness to play the follow in the footsteps. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm good. I think I'm good here. So then that is still no traveling, so then we're going to go to refresh. We'll re-ready all the cards. I'm fatigued, and I would have to end the day when I run out of cards here, but I'm going to draw. Alright, come on. Carnivorous Naiad, baby. It's another romping lutrinal, which fatigues me as it comes in. That is A-okay. Oh. What did I draw? So that was on a refresh, which means this is now gone. Alright, so 2, 3, 4. These are beings. Okay, I think I can get rid of a few of these. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to connect to... I use my intention translator. So that's going to be a 2. I'm going to try and connect. That is going to cause me quite a bit of fatigue if I just straight up... Okay, so before I actually do that... Yeah, now I'm getting some stuff here. All right. That. Okay, so we're gonna do Pocodo the Ferret. Discard 1 progress from here to add a token to. I guess I'll add it to the intention translator. And then 2 progress on another being. So the romping lutrinal is another being. Then I am going to... I'd really like to keep 1 awareness for the biscuit basket. So I could eat that. But that will have 0 biscuits. And I have no idea what happens. I have to read something whenever that happens. So let's try and help out with some of these natural or these preys around White Sky. So let's do 1. Let's actually just spend 1 here. And just really, really hope. Okay, so it's going to be 1. Okay, so that's 1. We'll just say I did 2. Yeah, we'll say I used the intention translator on that. So that would have been 2. So that's going to be 2 here. I guess I'll use the follow in footsteps to add, because I'm doing a connect test with that. So that would put 2 more on here. So connected with the romping lutrinal. Told it that there was some better food down the way, down the river. So this gets set aside to lure it out. That is 1 progress towards the luring. And then we have the sun. So the ranger with the most fatigue must discard an awareness. I think that's fine, because I just wanted to keep 1 out anyway. If there's another romping lutrinal and play a frolics among the reeds, move it within reach. They were already within reach, and there's not even another one anyway, but that's cute. Okay, so now I am going to spend an awareness 1. No, wait, sorry. I am going to exhaust my guardian to to reduce the presence of that one, of that being. Yeah, so that's a 0 right now. So then I'm going to try and connect with this, and we will do 2, because even with a -1, which it is, I only needed 1. So that is 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Boom. So that is another, that's a 2, so I just need 2 more to get 5. And then I will spend an awareness to do the biscuit basket and sneak 1. So that's 1, and then I will play One Eye Open to give me 2. Oh, sorry, the sun. There's not another romping. Wow, it's just going to be suns all over the place. Just bearing down on the heat next to the lake. Couldn't ask for anything better, except that sounds miserable to me. But that is 2 success. I do sneak a biscuit to soothe 3 fatigue, so this goes on me. So 1, 2, 3. And then I move a biscuit to my... Oh, hey, there's a bunch of... That's pretty cool. Yeah, Calming Presence attached to a predator loses the predator trait before a challenge effect or on the attached card would resolve. I may discard 2 fatigue from it to cancel the effect. So any of that's pretty neat. But if I have 0 biscuits on this gear, I read 1, 0, 2. If the Rangers have no biscuits on their roll cards, I do. With an empty basket, you continue down the path until you come across Calypsa and Cal resting beside a bubbling stream. Calypsa gestures toward the basket. "How did it go?" she asks. Before you can answer, Cal gives a mirthless laugh. I think those crumbs speak for themselves. You glance down and self-consciously brush the biscuit crumbs off your shirt. Oh, God. Complete the biscuit delivery mission and return the biscuit basket to the collection. Each ranger soothes 2 fatigue. Yay! To the collection. I don't know where the collection's at. Maybe just the overall place, but we'll just put this in the... Suits 2 fatigue. Hey, I am fully healed now. Okay. From down the path comes the sound of melodic whistling. Before long, a man wearing many layers of cloaks and walking with the aid of an ornate conduit follows. As he passes, he tips his wide-brimmed hat in your direction. Wide-brimmed hat, you say? Ma'am, milady. Good day to you, friends. Good day, Master Ale, Calypso replies. Lone trees hanging gardens are thirsty. They'll be grateful for some vein. Fear not, my dear Calypso, for there is no shaper more skilled at stirring the clouds than I. By the time you return, those gardens will be thoroughly satiated. With that, the shaper continues down the path. He resumes his whistling as he passes from sight. Cal shakes his head. That old fool is overly impressed by his own abilities, he says. Trouble will come of it. Mark my words. Calypso nods, then turns to you. It's time you should be on your way, she says. The village elders often tasks that require the help of the rangers. I recommend that you seek them out on your travels. I know also that Cordo would like some help dealing with the caustic mulcher that roams the woodlands. I'm not sure what he has in mind, but you can seek him out at a Lone Tree Station if you're interested. Farewell. With that, Calypso and Cal disappear into the... do they just, do the Homer Simpson thing and just fade back? Leaving you to explore the valley on your own. What you do now is entirely up to you. You could, for example, spend time exploring the different paths types to familiarize yourself with the flora and fauna, or you could travel to pivotal locations on the map and delve into the path deck to find people in need of assistance and missions to complete. Take your time, you will be called upon if there's an emergency. Now you may end the day or continue playing. Well, let's see. How long have I been playing? It has gone relatively long. Yeah, I think, Helping Hand, that's definitely not happening. I want to try and keep these down to a day per video. So I think what I'm going to do, it says I can end the day here, so I think I will call it. I will call it a day here. Even though I did try and make progress towards the lore. I think that side mission stays, so I will try and do that next time. And maybe if that goes well immediately, then I can try and help Artel find his spot and go to Golden Shore. But I will end the day here. How do I even end the day? I don't even... ending the day, 21. Choose a camp where when I successfully travel, this is just how the days can end. So sometimes when the final stage from you will reach a stopping point important enough to end the day, the camping guide will instruct you to do so. So check off the next day, save your current location by storing it, or writing down the rest of the game materials can be packed up or returned. Okay, so that will be that. We know kind of a few goals for day 2, but yeah, I'd say that was a pretty good day 1 and another kickoff into Earthborne Rangers. I hope you enjoyed, so stick around for the rest of the series. Other than that, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful whatever time update is for you. Hey everyone, thank you for watching, and I really hope that you enjoyed the video. If you would like to see more of my content, go ahead and click that subscribe button and the bell to be notified whenever I upload any new content. If you feel like supporting the channel, you can go ahead and click that Patreon link to be taken to my Patreon, and any help is truly appreciated. Other than that, stick around for any other run-throughs or reviews or cool top 10s or whatever I feel like putting on. Other than that, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful whatever time of day it is for you.